today's rant. Is, am I even, do I even care about ranting? I'm so tired of the Pokemon Company keep cramming all the past legendaries in some area, like Hooper holds, be it in the Ultra Space Hole, and in this time they Pokemon aren't in random locations. Well, they are in random locations, but how you encounter them is a snack system outside of, yeah, in Japan. Why is why do you have to get snacks to encounter freaking legendaries? I don't get it. Exclusive to requests. Well, my rant here is my problem here is that you not that all the legendaries are in the game, which they aren't, because Dexter is still a thing that's just a fraction of the Pokemon. But how you encounter them. So you speak to this guy, video by Nintendo Unity. If you want to see the whole thing, just watch. You talk to this guy, you get snacks, and then you can just encounter and the legendary. Let's skip to that part. Let's check out. Let's check out Zapdos, right? How do you encounter Zapdos? You get Zapdos snake. The guy talks about Zapdos. Climb to this place here. Zapdos just stands idly. It moves, but it doesn't do anything. You have to talk to it like it's a Game Boy game or anything, a 3DS game classic, and then like it yells at you, and the battle just starts. It doesn't try to interact with you until you speak with it. Whereas what is this? There's nothing. You have no feeling to it. The Pokemon don't feel legendary. They are in the game, just programmed. You can catch them, and that's it. What would I? Well, let's go to Raikou. What do you expect Raikou to do? If you were going to catch a freaking Raikou, what is Raikou known for? Running away from every time you engage in battle. That's not fun. But you know what could make this fun? Like hunting down legendary Pokemon. Like here's Raikou. You go to it, it just stands there idly. And then you talk to it, the Pokemon in the background disappear, and you engage in a battle. What would I do if I would make Raikou appear in a game like that? I would let it run around the giant open world, and you have to just manage to hit it with a ball to engage in a battle with it. That's what I would do. Or whatever they did in Sword and Shield to make the Pokemon who run away from you interesting. And instead we get this shit. Same happens with the Paradox forms. Sorry for the spoiler, but it's for the greater good. Like, it's same with Entei. Just Entei is just standing there idly in this mountain area. What is this? Is this what you expect from Entei? I don't know what to say. It's so sad. Well, let's go for something. This game has something I do like is that Cobalion just is around these go-goats. It's just, oh, it's a bigger goat. It's a real goat. It makes it kinda interesting flavor-wise, but that's it. And like in the Sword of Justice cases, there's not much I can say about it. Let's go to Reshiram. Like this, you go for Blueberry Academy or something, which is known for Unova. So you would expect at least the Unovan legendaries, the big box up legendaries, to be treated with some respect. let's not go to Reshiram. Let's go to Sagrom because Sagrom, what you can do with Sagrom is much more impressive. Like, what would you expect? What would be a way to make Sagrom appearing in how do you make it cinematic? How do you make it like it feel like a legendary just appeared? You go to the area, let's say you put some snacks. Say clouds darken, let's say. There's loud lightning and the Pokemon in the area just run away. So you have an excuse that the field is like there's pretty much no Pokemon around that interrupt you. And if you go in a certain if you go near the territory now from Zekrom, Zekrom just charges at you and a battle engages. Well, it catches your attention, he rolls at you, and you have the option to engage in a battle or just run away while he tries to eat his snack or whatever. Is this a bit too much? Is this a boring? Is this more boring than just watching this legendary Pokemon just standing there, moving his head left and right? You just can approach us from the back. It doesn't do jack shit to you, unless you press A. But the real embarrassing thing is what they did to Lugia. Let's check out what they did to Lugia. So you go here. You swim here. There's Lugia. Just sitting there, flourishing in his mane. Like is this how you would like to see Lugia? Did you watch Pokemon movie 12? Movie 2? Pokemon 2000 or whatever. It was a great movie. Did you see how amazing, how much things Lugia did? How cinematic? It was a cinema movie. Like, in the Game Boy games it makes sense, but what's the freaking DS let's just look Lugia in, excuse me, Soul Silver. Wait a second, how do we do this? This is it's hard gold, so it doesn't count, but like it appears from the waterfall. It's pretty cinematic. I don't want... Yeah, the people dance, but we don't want the
Those of you who are wondering, was because I feel like cutscene about it to here, waiting for someone like you all this time. Wouldn't you agree?
There was
So with that,
things glow. It's girls dance. Okay, we don't need girls dance. And okay, there's no waterfall, but you can make something cinematic. Like, look at this. Just look here. How Lugia just the silhouette of Lugia before it just appears. It's not that. You have a 3D game. You take this and make it more cinematic. Is this too much to ask? Yeah, there are like how many legendary Pokemon? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, this is 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 times 2 is 18. Plus 4 is 22. Plus 3 is 25. Legendaries just slapped into the game. So you can say, oh, we can make an animation for each of them. But I think some of them you can just at least like Zapdos. You just make some electricity currents around it when you talk to it. Raikou, the legendary beast, and the legendary Musketeers, they just can roam around. Latios, they also roam around. You have to. These Pokemon not only chase. What are Latias and Latios known for? If you watch the movies and stuff, they can just turn invisible because of their abilities. So you could make a nice hide and seek game with them. Like, just make it fun. But instead, like, what was it with? Let's go for Kyogre. Someone made a timestamp for all of them. What do you expect when you encounter Kyogre? You expect heavy rain at least, right? So, yes, let's skip here. And look, there's just Kyogre in the randomly in some nice calm water. Is this what you expect when you encounter Kyogre? No. You expect the skies to darken? And like floods or something. Or when you let's go to Zack or Kyurem. Like, what do you expect the area where Kyurem has to look like? Like, what happened when you tried to encounter Kyurem the first time? The entire area was turned into roads, and then you go to the critical cave. Instead, in this game you just go here, just Kyurem just standing there. Idly, nothing's frozen, nothing is done. Really disappointing. I don't know what you could do with Solgaleo. I think Solgaleo and Lunala, like Solgaleo, because it's dark time, looks pretty nice. With its galaxy sky shaped face. And with Solgaleo I can say, okay, it's fine. It's just standing there doing nothing because it looks like a Pokemon who waits for someone to challenge him. But all the others, you would expect them to do more. You don't even see them eating snacks. But it's already embarrassing, I think, the idea that you just put snacks and then wild Pokemon appear. Can even read his quotes. I think they are pretty lame. Like, how did this one person encounter all these Pokemon and... But I don't know. It's really hard to cram all these legendaries in one game. Maybe you should have put some of them into the previous DLC. Maybe make a story. You can use the old Pokemon to make a story. You don't need to make a form for all of them. Like, you don't need to make another version of Primal Groudon just to introduce Groudon again. You can make a story, another story of with the old Pokemon since then, right? Am I mistaken? Oh no, there's some weird dog roaming around. Turns out the dog is Raikou, and says us. Maybe I'm just thinking too much, because from the top of my head, right now, I cannot make a story for each of these legendaries. But just having a story alone could make them a little bit worthwhile. Can't you make them at least one legendaries? Like, it takes Blueberry Academy takes place in Unova, right? Isn't it possible that some Unova legendaries just made it to Blueberry Academy's terrarium? We gotta make an excuse how they made it inside, I guess. Like, oh, in the outside, oh look, what is going on? Why is Sekram here? And then, I don't know, pretty hard to think of something because it feels like the game developers just put the bare minimum. Like there's already decks that existing. You cannot catch Xerneas in this game. So if you want to add just a few of the legendaries, maybe you could use the extra time to flesh them out even better. Can you catch? Oh yeah, you can transfer some of the old legendaries even if you can not catch them. So the Algan Palkia, you can get them from Legends Arceus, so that's why they probably didn't add them to the DLC as well. I mean, what would you do to make this? Are you satisfied with just Latios standing there and you talk to it and then engage in a battle? Wouldn't you? Well, if you make a competitive team, if you catch Pokemon just for competitive tournaments and stuff, I think you would be bothered to just chase these Pokemon. So you just want to catch them and get it over with. But for people who, I guess this is the argument against implementing extra ideas, which could actually make these legendaries feel legendaries. Feel legendary, excuse me. English not good today. I mean, this horse is just... you can hear the excitement in my voice. I don't even know why I'm even talking about this, because I don't play modern Pokemon games. But I see these kinds of things. I watch other people play, like Imported Cheese. Because it's at least makes it entertaining, and I just wanna see that they do anything interesting, but then I get disappointed seeing these kinds of things. Kyogre Groudon, don't like. Do you remember how they were in Ruby, Sapphire, and Auras? Remember Rayquaza? Remember how much you always getting a heart attack whenever you encountered the legendary beasts? Like, almost shit myself when freaking random Raikou appeared in Gold, Silver. Even in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, even if I knew I'm in an area that's Raikou, it appeared I got a heart attack because I had to be ready to catch it. Lugia, Ho-Oh. Like, these Pokemon didn't have a story, but you go, discover them yourself. Giratina. There's no Giratina, but you know, it just sits there. But the Cave of Origin, I think it was the name. I don't even know what every cave for every Pokemon was in English, because I play in German. The atmosphere of the cave in Diamond Pearl is in a way that if freaking suddenly manage to find Giratina, your heart kind of... It's really hard to explain. It's that sudden feel of pressure, ironic because Giratina's ability is pressure. I really put it to perspective. But here it's like, because the 3D models don't even look that impressive, and having this many legendary Pokemon, you don't feel anything. Or at least I don't. I don't know if there's anyone who sees freaking Lugia in a calm body of water. Like, when Lugia dives out of the water, there should be whirlpools and storms and whatnot. But instead, you just see it standing there. Oh no! What the fuck? There's freaking Lugia! Is this the reaction you feel like? It's just sitting there in the water. Like some fat dude. Really embarrassing in my opinion, but each their own, I guess. I wonder if they will ever put effort in these kinds of things. Even in the ultra wormhole bullshit, where you can just randomly encounter any of the legendaries, they kinda did. Let's just ultra moon. Let's pick ultra moon just to see it in perspective. Just go.
This is terrible.
Here, like,
that thing is humongous, yo. We got it. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is Lugia, but yeah, you see here is Lugia. This looks more impressive, even if they could have done a little bit better. Like, here's Lugia. You go into the center of where they
don't look like that. Oh no, this is terrible. This is terrible.
Like, you can see
that thing is humongous, yo. We got it. Oh my god.
Like, this is not that impressive, but at least something. Tell me what you think about Scarlet and Violet DLC Legendaries. Because for me it's kinda sad.